All right, President Biden, he marks 1 year in office this week, facing divisions in Congress and his own party over key parts of his agenda. At the top of that list, the push for a new voting rights bill, now heading for a showdown in the Senate. NBC senior White House correspondent Kelly O'Donnell joins us with more. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Democrats had hoped this holiday to honor the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. would serve as an extra inspiration to deliver on new voting measures that would protect and expand access to early voting and mail-in ballots and make it more difficult for states to set tighter voting restrictions. But instead, there is disappointment and frustration, some pointed at the president himself. This morning, grassroots pressure to keep the voting rights legislation alive.
It's time for action.
Demonstrators gathered this weekend in Arizona, including the family of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., to turn up political heat on Democrat Kyrsten Sinema.
Senator Sinema has been one of the challenges, and so it made sense to come to Arizona.
Sinema and Senator Joe Manchin met with President Biden, but refused to change Senate rules in order to pass voting protections with only Democrat support. Frustration aimed directly at President Biden from civil rights allies like Reverend Reginald Jackson of South Carolina, writing in the New York Times, "The White House slept on voting rights, and now our very democracy is at risk. But we need you to lead this fight as our president, not as a senator." House Majority Whip James Clyburn says the voting rights legislation is on life support.
We got to have these votes. We got to see which side people are on. And if that were to fail, as people project it will, then what's the next best thing?
In an interview with Craig, Vice President Harris defended Democrats' resolve.
I'm saying it's not over, and we don't give up. We don't give up, and we will not give up.
The Senate vote could happen as soon as tomorrow, with Democrats braced to fall short.
It doesn't look like it has the votes to pass, but we're going to cancel our Martin Luther King Day recess and be there this week because we think it's so important for the country.
So when Democrats return tomorrow to the Senate, they'll decide some next steps and key questions. Will forcing a vote change any minds on voting rights? Will it highlight divisions within the president's own party or offer any new direction? And this is, of course, on an issue the president says is so essential to our country's democracy. Tom?
All right, Kelly O'Donnell at the White House for us. Kelly, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.